Hey guys, this is Kowbrainz here, back for another episode of Pokemon Crystal, part 50! Big 50, sort of exciting, not really, I don't know, depends. I will not celebrate meaningless milestones in future, hopefully, I don't know. Basically this part, first time recording in a while, I haven't really said anything, recording for a while, like for at least a week, maybe a bit more, so it feels a bit weird, but whatever. Trying to find my feet again. This part, gonna wrap up a few things in Johto again. There's a few things I can do here. A few Pokemon I can catch. I'm gonna leave a few Pokemon with the daycare center. Looks like I'm not sure, I might have like sped up this part of the game when I was doing it, but whatever. In short, I'm going to go after Lugia in the Whirl Islands south of Olivine City. Also going to hatch a few Pokemon that I left at the daycare center with the Ditto. So I left the Pikachu that I found from like last episode there and hatched it for a Pichu. Managed to hatch a Cleffa from a Clefairy or a Clefable, I'm not sure what it was. And hatched a couple of EVs and an Elekid too. So I'm not exactly sure what the Pokédex count is at the moment. Again, you should follow my Twitter account if you want to keep up to date with how I'm going with that. I haven't actually played a bit, well, I haven't really done much in the game for a while, but Pokédex count is getting up there. So if you show a Pichu to this guy up here, he will give you a Thunderstone, which is, I'm going to refrain from using the word cool. Need a synonym or some sort of word I can use instead. But yeah, so you grab our Thunderstone. I don't think there's any other Pokemon we need to evolve with Thunderstones now. We'll get our ugly ass Raichu here. Looks a bit preggers there. And now we need a few Water Stones, which is going to be fun. That's the last Pokemon you can show this guy. He's not going to give out any more free stones, which is a bit of a shame, but whatever. Anyway, we'll just check our supplies. I think we've got enough here. Maybe use a few repels. What you want to do now is surf down south of Olivine, as I said before. Make sure you got the right Pokemon in the top spot. I'm going to use Rex just so we've got someone who's strong enough so that they're above the levels of most of the Pokemon out here, and so that I can use something to put any new Pokemon I find to sleep and whatnot, so I can catch them. Lugia is probably going to be the one that I use the Master Ball on. I could have used it on one of the legendary beasts ages ago, but I didn't really feel like doing that for whatever reason. But I mean, Ho-Oh gave me enough trouble last time, so I'm not really willing to put up that much of a fight against Lugia. It'll just take too long. If you want to get all of the items in this place, you're probably going to want to go into all of the places, all of the islands. There's 4 different entrances, 4 different islands that you want to go to. You want to bring a Pokemon with Flash, Pokemon with Surf, a Pokemon with Whirlpool, I think someone with Waterfall too, and maybe Rock Smash and Strength. So that's a lot of stuff you want to bring with you, but yeah, there's a few items you can get here. We're going to use Carbos on Hearts again to get it to evolve before we continue exploring this place. A few items here. Max Elixir. And what is this? So there's a waterfall over there that we're going to need to ascend or descend, I don't know, probably descend. Not sure what I'm doing. Whatever. Just go down the ladder again. Find out where we need to go next. Grab that item down there. I'm not exactly sure what that is. Pelt's effect wore off. Okay. Didn't get very far before another Pokemon decided to annoy me there, but okay. I'll grab this full restore. Okay, we need to use some repels. I get it. So use that. There's no trainers down there here, so you don't have to worry about that. We'll go up here first, see if there's anything we can get. But I am skipping a few new Pokemon, if you're wondering. So you can find Seal in here, Krabby as well. I don't think you can find Dugong, which is a shame, but you can find Seals like close to the level they evolve. I think level 29 is what you want to aim for if you're going to catch anything. Don't know what I'm trying there. If you surf, you can find Horsey and Seadra. I think maybe... No, I'm not sure. I think that's it actually. But we'll see. We'll wait and see. There's a fair amount of new ones. That's what, 3 new ones? At this stage it's a fair amount, I guess, because I'm getting down to like the last 40 or so at this point. Or maybe 50, I don't know. Another Ultra Ball, that will be good for later, I guess. Yeah, you don't need strength, but if you want to navigate through these parts a bit quicker, then it might come in handy. A thing to note though is that if you want to get to Lugia, there is only one island that you can start at, from my knowledge, that will lead you there. All the others will get you to items and stuff, but they won't get you to Lugia. So I'll show you, I think it's the top right island of, yeah, they tease you with all the water here. But if we, this is the top right island here. So yeah, there's 4 islands south of Olivine, and if you just find the top, yeah, I think I've said it enough times now, but yeah. We'll just have to check which of these go to the right place before we jump over any ledges, just so we don't screw ourselves over, I guess. Because you don't want to be wasting time, and I've only got a few repels with me, so I don't want to waste any of those. Max Revive, okay, whatever. Might come in useful later. Maybe. Perhaps. There's a big fight at the end of the game that I'll need a few recovery items for, unless I want to grind for ages and ages. But yeah, this little cavern in here is where Lugia is going to be found. So if you surf up here, there you go. Make sure you save before you talk to him, it. Yeah, they don't have any genders. 199 is the Pokédex count at the moment. Why is this black and white? Because, you'll see in a moment, this is why you don't adjust your Pokemon boxes, at least back in these days. You won't need to worry about this in the newer games, but yeah, pretty primitive system and programming back in these games. So there were, oh my god, that is why you save before you talk to these things, 'cause that's ridiculous. Oh well. So we're going to come back. There's a few Pokemon that I decided to catch before I talk to Lugia this time. Seal, want to catch it as high a level you can. So level 29 is probably, I'd recommend that if you're going to play this game. But then again, I'd probably not, if you're going to play any Pokemon game today, I wouldn't recommend Silver or Gold or Crystal. I mean, they're good games, but they're a bit dated. like as far as the gameplay mechanics go. So I decided to catch Horsey as well. I'm not going to bother leveling it up though, because you can catch Seadra down here as well. Nicknames? No. What the hell? Can't really think of anything. Catch Seadra later though. Gas! I have gas. Or gas. Hahaha, I'm so funny, right? What the hell am I thinking? I don't know. I'll just use Master Ball. Don't want to go to any trouble with this thing. Don't want to make you sit through anything. Oh, it's got a nice little animation too. Okay. And it's a green Pokeball for some reason. Oh, now it's blue. Okay. I think the sprite colour has something to do with the actual Pokemon sprite that's on screen. Like, the Pokeballs don't have a set colour. You'll probably notice that if you've gone through my videos, that when I chuck a Pokeball, sometimes it will come out some colour, sometimes it will come out another colour, depending on what Pokemon is on screen. As I said before though, Seadra you can find in the cavern with Lugia. I'm not sure if you can find it in other places, but it's there. Bit rarer than Horsey, so you might have to look around for a while. I don't know how many of you are actually going to pick up this game and play through it, but whatever, I'll just make my commentary as if that's the case, despite that being, like, I doubt that's going to be the case, but whatever. Hearts is finally going to evolve though, so that's kind of cool. I think we're up to like 201 now, I believe. I don't know, I wasn't really counting, but 50 left is nice, I suppose. What's that, 4/5 of the total gone already. We'll take the experience share off her now. Bliss is one of my, well, she was one of my favourites on my team, like in Pearl. But I took her off my team because she is just a bitch if you're going up against her. I sympathise with anyone else who has to play against her competitively because, jeez. Nice little addition to Crystal here was these little puzzles in the back of the Ruins of Alph. I'm not going to show all of them. Well, I probably won't, but this one here, it says light. You just have to use flash, and it gives you a few items back here. This one I wanted to show because it had a moonstone, and those moonstones are pretty hard to find. I think like your mum only gives you, or mom, if that's the region you come from, she only gives you one moonstone, so I don't know where I'm going to get the last one. I'm probably going to have to trade across a Nidocoin or something, I don't know. Yeah, okay. Get out of this place. But yeah, you get a moonstone up there. The items in the other ruins are a bit more useless, I suppose. Less useful, I guess. I'm not sure if they've kept those features of the ruins in the later games, well, in the remakes at least, but it was a cool addition in this one, at least. What's that, 202? 205, okay. I completely lost track there. Whatever. Huh? What has hatched from my egg? I don't know, I cannot remember this. Okay, it's a Chansey, so we're gonna go trade this to the woman back in Kanto, in that patch of grass, if you remember that. That was like ages ago. Here we go. The woman who can't find any Chansey, even though they're appearing in this patch of grass. Want to trade it? Okay. This is probably going to be the last thing I do in this episode though. Next episode, might advance the plot back in Kanto, but I'm not exactly sure yet. Yeah, I can't really say for sure. For Kowbrainz' Chansey, Kim sends Aerodactyl. Kim bids farewell to Aerodactyl. Okay. And it's a bird. With little horn things. Or a bow. I don't know how you interpret that. I like how sprites of old games you had to interpret what they actually were. Or it's not so much in like... It's more so in like Atari games or whatever. Always wanted a Chansey. Well, you must be pretty lazy if you couldn't find one yourself. There you go. Aerodactyl. Aeroy. That's going to do it for this part though, so I'll see you guys next time. Ciao. Bye. Whatever.